question was that? Of course he would build him.
Oh, duh. I have no idea what I'm doing with him.
Well, if you're crazy, this is what you do with him. Barrier Lance, Gale Force, Steady Stance 4, Dull Close 3, Ground Orders 3, Fierce Stance 3. Just straight up all into counterattacking. Plus 7 res,
Yeah.
plus 7 res, plus 8 defense, plus 6 attack. Wow. That's sure one way to go about it.
Slightly different than I was expecting.
Yeah, but with Gale Force?
Yeah, the Gale
What?
Force is a little bit weird.
Well, that's kind of whack.
Yeah. We don't even have a support.
But I do agree with keeping Dull close, because where Brennan is, he's not actually tier 20. He should be crowned, but where he is, he's if he gets enough flowers to reach 37 speed, this should be fine. As long as they don't get buff for speed, he should go even or a double in a lot of the matchups he's gonna have, and then he's just gonna dominate. This is a really heavily committed to core mag. Wait a second, he's slaying Lance, isn't he?
Yeah, slaying lance.
Okay.
Gotta get those up higher critical hit rates.
Technically summer Cordi 40 plus 10, no flowers, 50 HP, 53 attack, 45 speed, 32 defense, 22 res. I really like summer Cordi. I'm gonna ask you guys, what do you think of her art?
Definitely one of my favorite summer arts.
Better than the original.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Significantly original.
The original, okay, just like the original, I don't like her base art. I like all the other pieces of art. Her attack, her hurt, her special. They're all better than this. The base art for the original Cordi and this Cordi, I just feel like is a bit off. She's super scrawny, but they did that on purpose. Apparently the creator, the male, the artist, talked about her.
P2 skipped the line. 8,724,633,919.
Alright, thanks, Vic. I'll definitely get to you. But yeah. Right after this. But yeah, they talked about the fact that they intentionally made her super flat. Just to accentuate the fact that, you know, she's not actually big boobed, but whatever. Anyways,
Not even close.
yeah. Shell Lance plus reposition Gale Force, Swift Sparrow 2, Desperation, Honed, Cav, and Heavy Blade. For fast Gale Forces, she attacks, they attack, she attacks, Gale Force. Shell Lance is what she comes with, and it's probably the best thing she should be using. Outside slaying, but slaying Gale Force would just make her like, you know, Cordi anyways, so
Yeah, Lancer, Cat.
yeah.
Might as well keep her to what niche she has.
Yeah, so might as well keep Shell Lance. Yeah. So Sparrow, when she attacks, +4, +2, so 6 attack, 6 speed extra, so 59, 51, and then 2 more defense, 2 more res. So yeah, great on initiation. Heavy Blade into Gale Force, yeah. She's part of that weird time in Fae where speed was still relevant, but they were making that transition.
Yeah.
She came out, and then the Brave Heroes came out, which was heavily armor dominated with Brave Hector, Brave Ephraim. Oh, not Ephraim. Wait, it was Ephraim.
Neither of those are out yet. She came in just before.
Yeah, just before. And yeah, and then they just turned all our way around. But yeah, in terms of making Cordi as good as she gets, this is it. So nowadays it's really hard to suggest Cordi because Parry is
Better free-to-play option.
yeah, especially in a Gale Force build. It's Crazy Chan, Ephraim +1, 41 defense. It's a super boon, right? Or is it just attack? I don't remember anymore because Legion got it wrong and now pushing
res.
everything.
Attack res.
Attack res. Okay, so not defense. The defense is perfectly good on him because he reaches 41, and because he drops their defense by their attack by 3. Yeah, it's extended to 44 essentially. Raise attack res 2. Bruh. DC Ruptured Sky. Are you kidding? What do you guys do? Oh, come on. He's bet for Gale Force. Alright, well, all I gotta say to that is, it works. DC Ruptured Sky works on so many characters, but I'm not sure about Ephraim. One, he's very slow, and 2, his res is shit.
Yeah. This is just distant sake of distant counter, and I don't believe.
I didn't think about it. I think my Ephraim could actually work on my AR defense team. The heck? I just thought about that.
Wait, what's your thinking there? That's so weird.
Because mine is plus res. I could boost him up with Sothis.
You could actually
actually-
make him a veritable res tank.
Yeah, I could actually make him pretty good tank since he has pretty decent defense. And he's alright for IP.
Okay, I'll just agree with you there, and we'll move on. But the entire idea is if he could somehow take a distant counter shot, he would use this Regan Leaf thingy majig to double back. And that's about it. But he probably dies because 25 res, 42. You gotta realize if they just hit 50 attack, which they should, they attack one time, you take 25. You attack, you're not one-shotting them. They attack again, you're probably dead. If you're depending on the one shot, that's also very questionable. And by the time you get to brazen attack res, it doesn't really matter. So I just I don't think this is a good idea.
I think the way going about it is a little bit weird.
Die for playing Violet. Yeah.
I think you just wasted your Byleth because Heavy Blade 4 is a very good skill. People gotta remember that. That's one of the best things about him.
I believe if you went with a different special, it would be more consistent damage.
Yeah. Bonfire. You get 20 damage off with that. Ruptured Sky is going to take a while to catch.
Yeah, you're high defense.
And it's actually...
Mhm.
Actually, it's kind of productive since you're using low.
I mean, I get. Excuse me. I guess.
Oh. All right, I'm gonna be straight up. If I had a choice of making a Saizo or a Matthew,
Cool.
I probably would have made the Saizo because
Yeah.
I know Matthew has higher damage potential, but Saizo is one of the most annoying heroes to fight. Like I've literally had arena matches where I couldn't kill him. It was just it was literally
so
impossible.
bulky.
Yeah. All he's missing are Panic Smoke and Savage Blow Seal. Until then, he's riding some unstable waves. All right, makes sense. Wait.
Fair.
Yeah,
how you
that
using
makes
Savage Blow
sense.
Seal? Okay.
It probably
Well, if you
bonds.
already have an Omni Smoke, you might as well get the damage going.
All right,
It's not a bad
for
option.
people who don't know what Saizo's all about, because you look at his stats and you're like, oh, that's nothing much. It's not about the stats. At 40 plus 10, this is a maxed out Saizo. 42 HP, 52 attack, 40 speed, 39 defense, 22 res. You are absolutely correct. The Panic Smoke is what completes this, because that's the only way to kill a Saizo, basically. Is you throw a special on him. Because once he gets into Saizo's star, he's basically untouchable.
Yeah. That's a casual plus 12 defense.
Actually, now that I'm looking at it, what's up with the choice of Savage Blow, specifically? I
Yeah,
feel
I'm
like
actually
you
not
could-
so sure, because I think maybe that's just the damage generation.
Yeah.
'Cause he doesn't-
It's not a bad way.
He
of
still doesn't do a
generating
lot of damage once he's in. Well, he does more damage, but still not crazy.
I feel like you could go like Brazen or Close
Yeah.
Defense or something like that.
Yeah.
Alright, but let me explain it real quick so people understand. So basically, after he attacks you, it inflicts attack, speed, defense, res -6 on target and foes within 2 spaces of target through their next actions. But everything's debuffed. Alright, -6 on everything. And then grants bonus to attack, speed, defense, res during combat equals current penalty on each of target stats. Calculates each stat bonus independently. So you minus them by 6, you plus yourself by 6. So every stat they have is -6, every stat you have is +6. And then that's a combat buff. And then you can buff yourself up for more speed, more defense, more res. So essentially, he can find himself over 50 defense, over 50 res. Well, actually, res-wise, it wouldn't be that high, but you get the point. He could essentially, because it's plus 12 difference, he could essentially have like 34 res, and then if you buff him for res, he could reach 40 something res. And then the scary part is usually it's too difficult to kill him. And then they just use ether and they heal back up, and that's how they kill you eventually. He just slowly whittles you down. But yeah,
Exactly.
I've fought Saizos in arena and they are just literally untouchable. In arena especially because you gotta only use one hero to get the kill. Yeah.
Yeah. If it's a physical matchup, good luck.
Yep.
You're screwed.
Yep. But yeah, he basically has to use a close counter because he has to force the debuffs, the buffs and debuffs. Once that happens, it's very difficult to kill him. But yeah, like I need to put that matchup. I had a Saizo match which lasted over a dozen turns. I think I eventually won, but it was so stupid. It was so stupid because you couldn't handle Saizo. Every time you wait, he attacks, debuff, buff. You attack, he attacks. Debuff, buff. Like in all situations, he just constantly had it. If you couldn't kill him one hit, then you were in trouble. And that's basically fighting Saizo in a nutshell. But yeah, Saizo could be very, very potent. But yeah, it's really hard to explain. Huh?
Yeah, no, like compared to Matthew in particular, if you're gonna use Matthew, you might as well just get a broadleaf fan because his role compared to Saizo, yeah, it's mostly just patchwork rather than a distinct role. Whereas debuff doubling gives Saizo some serious mortality.
Yeah. Dagger heroes are have been really interesting. You guys know colors heroes in general have become really interesting in the past.
Colorless has become so much better since
colorless is broken
early 2018.
Yeah. You gotta remember because in the past year we got colorless dragons. Not that we didn't have it before, but it was basically just Grima. And then we got Fallen Corrin and then Fallen Tiki, the first armor hero to have like virtually no movement restrictions. If you run her dragon team, we're just keep herself alone. She'll move 2 spaces and she self buffs. Fallen Corrin, you know, the breath, the solo breath stacking, it could make her pretty incredible as well. But more importantly, we got a lot of better archers like Leaf, like Neffany. Yeah, we got a ton of extra art. Norn too, that's a big one. Her dropping is huge too. And then when you look into the refines that we got for daggers like Matthew, like Saizo, and you look at Kronya coming to the game, like it really just ramped all up in the past year for colorless.
I think it is more along the lines of just the weapons I keep getting.
Well, the stats have been getting progressively better as well.
Yeah.
Plus the kits. It's kind of an all around, but the weapons have been definitely carving it out. Colorless is definitely like because it's also still not very saturated in comparison to the other pools. It's probably one of the best pools to summon on right now, honestly. I mean, like unless you get like Clarine or something like that, which people can argue that are not bad, you're probably not going to go wrong summoning colorless.
Oh yeah, we also get Kanigas.
Yeah,
it was a big year. Alright, but yeah, Saizo's among those heroes. But yeah, it's hard to explain Saizo without people seeing how powerful he is, but he is. Just don't let the stats fool you. Like a lot of dagger heroes nowadays, don't let the stats fool you.
Defense, which is the exact idea to stall.
Alright, you guys keep sending this stuff in. I want you guys to know, we were supposed to start top 10. So, we've been going at this for a while now, and you guys just keep sending it in. Okay, anyways, 40 plus 1 Seliph, plus 5 flowers, and it's plus defense. In terms of best stats, I thought it was plus HP, wasn't it?
Yeah. It could do plus attack if you're going for the Vantage build on DC. I mean... Yeah, plus
in
you
terms
got
of
anything
raids,
based.
yeah. Because he has
you got
to
something
survive.
HP oriented. Yeah, he has to survive. That's like the only thing he does.
Anyways, this is triple attack defense. Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, I was about to say this isn't even Ether Race.
So if you get one
player
ally next to him, he reaches a grand total of 50 defense. Fantastic. And if he somehow gets himself killed, he just miracles himself into 1 HP. Yep.
Defense and 72 attack with even attack. Just casual numbers.
Casual numbers. Seliph is one of those heroes I'm really glad it got really good in this game and found himself a lot more useful. He has come a long way. I still remember when Seliph was
from
just
being like
yes. Despite being a mainline main hero, it didn't matter. He was just shit. But thank goodness he's actually something now.
Yeah, no kidding. He's gone a long way from being the
Yes.
I think in the regular pool.
He's the second worst tank to fight besides Spike.
Yep, second worst tank to fight.
Yep.
Wait a second. How do you rank Forsyth? I actually haven't seen Forsyths defensively used. So.
Who?
What?
Armors exist in Aether Raids? I didn't know that.
I mean, I've been trying to make that team work. It worked. It worked two months ago at least. I'll say that much. All right, whatever. Anyways, QR is perfect here because 70% of 52 is what 40 something, about 30. Like you could take a hit. Not to mention your defense is so high that you wouldn't take much damage.
Oh yeah.
All right, this one's for Nickel. All right, fair enough. Nickel did ask for a hero view for someone to buy him a hero view. The Selkie 40 plus 1 5 flower Selkie. Okay. My favorite cheap Selkie build is just Fury with Renewal, but Fury for lull attack defense. Huh. Interesting. 37 HP, 48 attack, 47 speed. That plus speed, 24 defense, 43 res. If you guys forgot what Fox Kit Fang does, basically if she has more res than you, say you have 50 res and you, sorry, say she has 50 res and you have like 20, or let's make it easy number, 20. Well, actually, yeah. Say you have 20 res. That's a 30 difference. So I'll max it out into a +8 difference and then she would just combat buff herself to +8 on each stat. Even her res goes up, so it's kind of ridiculous in that. So basically, her stats are higher than what it looks like because she often has more res than her opponents. But yeah, at maximum it could be +8 to everything. Now here's the thing. She inflicts attack defense -4 on foe during combat, and foe cannot make a follow-up attack. Low attack defense will get her to minus attack and defense 3. So you're stacking up to -7 attack, -7 defense. That goes a long way because your defense isn't that high. But here's the thing. Even though you do all of that, after that first fight, your HP is just being drained immediately. Whatever damage you do, yeah. With the Fury 4. So, Panic Smoke. Well, this is really interesting. Light Blessing. Oh, wow. I have seen Selkies used defensively, never offensively, though.
Without being a go for it.
You're cut off.
I am having problems in range.
Well, I'm gonna pick it up.
Yeah,
she could definitely work as a Gale Force unit, yeah. Because that's 7 attack, and you could use Heavy Blade and cover that pretty much well. Again, it's the same problem with Gale Force. You want to have that charge, but it could work out.
Yeah. But yeah, Selkie. Oh man, it's just, when you do Fury and without any way of healing her, I don't really like it. But if all you care about is taking one fight, then she'll definitely do it. She'll probably even take 2 fights, but after that point, you're stretching it because her HP is really low and you're taking 8 damage to yourself on top of whatever you get hit by.
He says he's actually working on the Gale Force build. In that case, yeah, go for it. It works out.
Yeah, if it's Gale Force, then definitely go Fury 4. That's perfect. Every bit of res helps a lot. Every bit of, well, just increasing all her stats helps a lot, to be honest. My question is, who finds Selkie annoying?
I think it's just her voice. It's just her voice, really.
I don't find her annoying, by the way. I find her adorable. Oh my!
I think I don't know.
Bruh.
I want to say I do, but I also want to say I don't. What do you do?
I've seen people try and make Heavy Blade pans work, and it technically works if you put Heavy Blade the seal on her. You still leave your A slot because you need to augment her stats to be higher, but this isn't how you do it. You put Heavy Blade 4 in her A slot, she really, really struggles with this. You realize you take off that Fury 4, she gets to 44 attack. I know you're dropping their defense with low attack defense and Foxit Fang, but that does not work.
I mean, you also have the attack -4 from the impact part.
I think it's just the lull, really.
And then
I think that was just a value fodder.
I know, but I guess so.
Yeah, it's just a value fodder.
Yeah, definitely don't use
you could
it.
technically make it work, but
It's a big stretch. How about that?
yeah, that
I agree, Legion. Didn't we see your Chrom before? 40 plus 10 plus 10 Chrom. This is a maxed out Chrom. 56 HP, 60 attack, 31 speed, 43 defense, 29 res. Chrom's underrated because he's super good, but no one wants to sacrifice 11 ether fodders. Therefore, no one does him.
Yep. Basically.
See, with this meta slowing down, here's like Chrom actually, and the double flowers, here's like Chrom actually found himself a lot more useful. You basically put one hero next to Chrom and he becomes a god. So you attack speed, defense, res plus 4 if he's adjacent to an ally. Attack, res bond. So this adds 4, 5, 9, 69 attack. Probably on purpose. It also adds 4 more speed to hit 35 speed. Adds 9 more res, so 38 and 4 more defense. So yeah, very
Hey
solid
Nims,
round.
how are you doing? I got a chance to see your 3 houses stream and it seemed pretty good. I wanted to showcase my unit. Did you prefer to see my build or my Ross?
I want to see a Ross, because at least I wouldn't feel bad taking this in, because I said no more. But yeah, Ross, I am interested in seeing Ross. I'm interested in seeing all the new heroes, to be honest.
Ross is basically just gonna run whatever Libra and Yilger run because he does
It's
it
not
better.
that fast.
No, I mean as a tank.
As a tank, yes, but Libra and Ilger are both fast.
Yeah.
And the attack res oath is perfect because he needs to be next to somebody. So yeah, this is a perfect Chrom. My only like confusion here is why did you go for Fortress Defense res then? If your plan is to put him next to somebody at all times, I guess you can separate him from a hero and he could still be very efficient. But like, personally, if I would just be cheap and I would just take, you know, Fortress instead of Fortress Defense res, I'd just take another bond. So
Yeah.
Personally, I just wanted to see how high I could get his defense and resistance. So I was like, you know what? I have a cliff I'm not going to use, so what the hell?
fair enough. Fair enough. So what's the mirror impact about?
I had to try and actually grab another skill when I took Attack Res Oath from a Legendary
Oh.
Julia, so that was my 4th skill.
Okay,
So
fair
value.
enough.
It was values fodder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good value.
For me, I'm tempted to make a Chrom. I actually do keep a 5-star Chrom plus attack. I'm tempted to go probably a bond, an A, and then renewal. Probably like attack speed bond or something, because he actually gets fast enough speed nowadays to naturally double a lot of things, and double renewal to Falchion to be pretty interesting. But that's a budget build, so
I know one person that goes a plus speed on their Chrom.
yeah. I mean, I saw that once upon a time. I still remember one of the most memorable hero reviews I've ever done was some guy trying Life and Death Chrom, and I was just like, you know, Lucina exists, Mass Marth exists. It would just make more sense to go for one of those characters instead, because if you go Life and Death, you're dropping you're trading like 5 defense, 5 res for 5 attack, 5 speed, but then you're just better off going with Mass Marth or something, because she's basically that with the exchange, except her A slot's clear. So that would make more sense. Anyways,